Hello, friends. Glenda Mollett here, and welcome to my craft room tonight. It is Monday, August the 12th, and I have a Christmas card for you. Today, it feels like winter in my world. I'll tell you, it has been cold all day today. I don't think it got much above 21 degrees here in dear old Port Alberni. I'm just heading over to Facebook so I can get things shared to my VIP group. There we go. And check that I'm live in YouTube. Everybody's in the pool on this cold, wintry, blustery day. Well, it has been a little bit windy, not too bad. So tonight, I am going to create with you a card using the Sophisticated Sled bundle. And it's going to be a doozy woozy. Look at this. Now, you may recognize that designer paper that's hiding in the back there, and you may not, because we still have, pardon me, we still have this paper available from last year. Hi, Connie. Hang on. I got to take a drink. Okay. So last year, in the online exclusive, Stampin' Up brought out this paper called Traditions of St. Nick. And it's kind of old-fashioned. What's that word for old-fashioned? I've been trying to think of it all day. It's kind of, hello, Linda. Um, it's traditional, old, not old, not retro, vintage. It's vintage type paper. Have you seen it? Do you remember it? Nostalgic? Yep, that works too, Holly. Hello. Okay, let me flip you around and I will show you the card up close. So in the background, in there behind the sled is a little slice of it. So I'll show you in the piece from my kit. It is monochromatic on one side and monochromatic on the other. Now, hello, Nadine. This side reminds me of wallpaper, but this side is really cool. Now, let me know if you would like me to show you the paper, because I actually got it out, and I'm going to show you how to do this card tonight. And there's the inside. Now, on this one, I use Cherry Cobbler and Mossy Meadow. So tonight, I'm going to use Real Red and Old Olive, just to show you that it doesn't matter what colors you use when you create a card. So my paper shares are open, and I took the time today to take my own pictures, because we're not allowed to use pictures out of the catalog, whether they're online or I photograph the catalog. I can't do that. So I took my own pictures. Hello, Pat. So included in the paper share, you will get Nests of Winter. Now these are all 12 by 12. So you'll get 12 by 6 shares. Nests of Winter, Regal Winter, Regal Distressed, Reindeer Days, Season of Elegance, Sentimental Christmas, Snowy Scenes, and Festive Glimmer. Now, this is Cherry Cobbler, Granny Apple Green, and Garden Green. And then these two are 6 by 6, so you'll get 2 of each. You get 2 of this one. And this one, I can't remember whether it's 2 or 4. Splendid Autumn and Take a Bow. And then you will also get 18 yards of ribbon. So you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. There's another 2, 4, 6, 8. So you get 18 yards of ribbon, and that's what they look like. Now, if you saw my Facebook Live on Friday night, I shared all these products with you, so you can go back and look at them up close and personal. So that is open now. And the link is in the description of the video. My Seaside Wishes class is also open for registration for another 3 days. You got 3 days. And I discovered today that I made a big screw up on this one, because this price here is $45. That's not the right price. It's only $30 for the kits plus some flat pearls. This one is right. And the tutorial, nuh-uh, that's only 20. So that goes out in my newsletter tomorrow with that correction. If you've been looking at that going, what the heck is she talking about? $45? That's a really expensive class. You're right, it is, because I didn't change it from the last time I did the class. So it's only $30 for the card class, which is my normal 15 plus a package of embellishments. The Sophisticated Sled, which I'm using tonight, I'm doing a mega Christmas tag class, and you have another week to register for this one. And this price is right. Okay. So nobody has said whether they remember the Traditions of Saint Nick designer paper. So let me just grab it. I used a little bit last year when it was out. So there is one sheet that is full of Saint Nick's, and I don't think I have a sheet left because I do believe I cut it all up for a class. But it had a whole sheet of Saint Nick images, and I fussy cut them and we did cards out of it. Yeah, it's still available, Nadine. I checked before I went live, so I knew what I was talking about. And then there's red Saint Nick's. So those are in here. It's like 2 whole sheets of those. And then they have this on the other side. I'm sorry, I don't use wallpaper on my cards. Oh, was that my outside voice? That's not very nice of me. Then we have some stockings and some green wallpaper. And then this one is gingerbread and mulled wine and candy canes, some stars. This is the one I'm using tonight. So I didn't use this one. I have a lot of this one left, so I'll be using more of it. And then it's got brown wallpaper on the other side. This one is holly leaves in red and green. So it's mossy meadow and cherry cobbler. Let me just check. Yep, cherry cobbler. And then on the other side is the same type of pattern. And there's the stockings. And then mossy meadow pattern on the other side. Oh, there's the sheet with all the Saint Nick's on it. There we go. So I fussy cut a lot of these trees. I fussy cut all of these dudes out. And there's the back side of that. Janet has it, didn't use it last year. Well, there you go, Janet. So tonight I'm going to be using some of it. So did you guys have a good weekend? Today is Monday, tomorrow is Tuesday. That's the last day of my staycation. Wednesday, my club meets for stamping, and that's the end of it. I have to be ready to rock and roll. But I've had so much fun, let me tell you. Oh, you're very welcome, Nadine. Okay, so here's the paper strip I'm going to use, and I have a piece of Country Woods designer paper that I'm going to do the sleigh out of. This is the textured metallics in tungsten for the sleigh base. I have a piece of textured, nope, wait till I find it, the name of this. Old olive glimmer paper. Now we've got lots and lots of glimmer paper happening right now, and they're all different colors. And then in the new catalog, we've got more glimmer paper coming. Then I have a piece of white twine that's about 3.5 inches, and that's to hang the sleighs off. Nope, the skates. And this is for the sentiment. Okay. I have seen a few people do these skates and put the laces in the wrong spot. So I'm going to show you tonight the correct placement of those laces, in my opinion. Okay, it's not, I'm not saying that mine is the only way. I have a piece of white that is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, and I'm going to emboss it. Oh, I didn't go through. Let me go through the supplies I'm using. So I'm using Old Olive and Real Red ink tonight. And on this one, I use Cherry Cobbler and Mossy Meadow. And the Sophisticated Sled bundle, the stamp set, and these fun dies. And the sentiments coming from Greetings of the Season. So I used this Merry and this Christmas, but there's also that Merry and that Christmas. You can do Happy Holidays. You can do all sorts of stuff with this stamp set. So I'm going to be using that. And then the Snowflake Sky embossing folder. This is also from last year's Christmas mini catalog. And if you were at my Winter Creative Escape last October, you got this in your goodie bag. And I am so excited. Shanna and I are video chatting tomorrow. And I'm going to finish off with the Cherry Cobbler and Pearl adhesive back berries. These are back in stock. They were out for quite a while. So Shanna and I are meeting tomorrow for our final stages of planning for the Winter Creative Escape in October. I've got my cards, my samples of the cards that I would like to do in the Creative Escape, and Shanna's got hers done. So we're going to meet and confirm which ones we're going to do and talk about goodie bags and prices and all that stuff. And I'm kind of excited because the virtual one this year, Shanna is going to join me for it. And we are going to have some games. So it won't be just come and stamp and get your door prize. It's going to be games, and there's going to be extra prizes and all sorts of stuff. So registration will open soon. So there's the what's it called? Snowflake Sky embossing folder. So it's got snow down, lots of snow here, and a little bit of snow here. So tell me in the comments, do you think the lot of snow goes on the bottom or on the top? Which way would you put it on? I've got it so that lots of snow is on the bottom, but I want to hear what you think we should be doing. Okay, well, let's get the dies out. I'm going to get the sled, and we're going to cut the sled out of here, and then I'm going to cut the blades for the skates out as well at the same time. So just let me use a little bit of Post-it note here just to hold that in place while I move it over to my machine. There we go. Okay, now this top. Ooh, lots of snow at the top, you guys. That's different. I have to try that. There's 2 people voting. Anybody else want to join in? Okay. So I'm going to die cut this die out of the Old Olive glimmer paper and white. So the first thing I'll do is out of the glimmer paper. And then, oh, maybe I should do the white first, then I know where it's, because I have to do the skates and we have to do the laces. So this is the die that cuts the laces out. Okay, Pat or Linda says top, Nadine says top, Pat says bottom. Hi, Cindy. Okay, so I'm going to cut those out. They move, and I put them over here, of course, like they normally do. Okay, let's wing those through. My die cutting machine. That's what happens when you don't take time to line up your cutting plates before you start winging it through. And now I think I messed that up. I may have to recut that. Now, these I saved when I made the tags. I used this paper and then I saved those bits because they made good windows for the door that I made. So we're going to do one of our tags has a front door on it. And it's done with the sled die. You caught me live. Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, does it? Okay. Thanks for sharing, Cindy. Bottom for the heavy snow, says Janet. I might have to grab another piece of white. In our balmy climate, the snow melts as it comes down. Aha. Sometimes, yes, it would where you live, Linda. Okay, so just let me get these things put away and sorted so I can see if I have to recut. Yes, I do, because it cut off one of the laces. Oh, shoot. Now, do I have any white in my garbage can, or do I have to get up? Because I do. I've been playing for days, and it's been 2 weeks since my recycle went out of my craft room. Well, a week, because I did empty it last week. And tonight it gets emptied again because tomorrow's picnic day. So I'll just cut out those laces. All right. Oh, thanks, Cindy. Cindy says she likes my card. That in there, and I'm done with the skates, and I'm done with the sled. Just pop that out of the die. And this die cuts 2 pieces out. So that goes there. Now I just have to cut this out of the glimmer paper. Then we'll be ready to do, well, I got to stamp the inside of the envelope and the sentiment. Then we can. Hello, Lena. Hey, Lena, I had your Lazy Man cabbage rolls for dinner this weekend. Thank you. It was very good. Okay, here we go. A little bit more difficult to get the glimmer paper out of a die because it is a bit thicker. What a wonderful idea, saving square. I know, right? So what I did was the one that I cut the skate blades out of is down here, and then this one goes here and there, and then this one goes there and there. So when I cut the front door, I cut these off, and I can't remember, it was cherry cobbler or something. I did the door, so I left the panels in those 4 spaces, like put these pieces back in for the door panels, and then I swapped out these onto the door, and it looked like there was tungsten colored windows at the top. It was really quite interesting. Every once in a while I get cool ideas like that. Okay, got all those pieces. Now let's stamp the sentiment, and I'm going to stamp it in real red this time instead of cherry cobbler. So the trick with this is to do your biggest sentiment first. So if you're doing the Christmas in the script, then you have to do it first, and it goes down just about as far as you can get it down on this piece. Now this piece measures 2 3/8 by 7/8. And then stamp the Mary on top. If I was going to use the Mary in the script, I would stamp it first and then put the Christmas underneath. So there's our There's our sentiment. That's done. Now the inside and the envelope are going to have the skates in Old Olive. Let me find that inside. And I gave you guys a sneaky peeky now, talking about one of the cards from the mega, what's it, Christmas tag class that's happening in September. That registration is open now. There we go. And then on the envelope. So $30 gets you the class and the kits to make 6 tags, plus some pecan pie and clear ribboned gems that you'll use on your tags. And then if you want more kits, it's $15 for extra kits. You won't have time to do the extra ones in class, but if you're doing them with the video tutorials, of course you will, or you can do them afterwards. Okay, and I'm just stamping this. When I do my Christmas cards, I like to stamp the inside sentiment at the same time that I stamp them all. Okay, how we doing out there? Everybody okie dokie, hokey pokey? Just gonna put my pen away. All right, let's do some assembly. First of all, as soon as this is here, let's just pop this inside. And then it's out of the way. Now, I'm not using any die cuts on this card that are Mossy Meadow, so I don't have to cut anything out of that Mossy Meadow layer. But you could always do that and use them on another card if you want to use I don't know, Mossy Meadow. Cut a few of these out of Mossy Meadow and you'd have them to use on another card. Okay, now I lost count of, I think the top, 1, 2 for tops, 1, 2 for bottom. Okay, I got votes, 2 for on the top for the heavy snow and 2 for on the bottom. So somebody want to cast the deciding vote of whether you want the heavy snow on the top or the bottom. And then while you're doing that, I will put the skates together. There we are. So heavy snow at the top or heavy snow at the bottom? Top, top, bottom, bottom, top, bottom. Okay, we're still tied. Hello, Louise. We're still tied at 3 and 3. 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay. So somebody has to make the deciding vote. Get my glue on my various pieces while you do that. Hi, Wendy. You lost YouTube and I lost YouTube and I've lost my phone, so all my simple and saved links, bottom. Okay, it's going on the bottom. Oh, Wendy, did you lose all of your stuff? Okay, I'm just getting a glue on the frame of the sled so it will be ready to put on. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So I didn't do much on the weekend other than craft and create. And of course, I got my new stuff in on Friday, so I had a lot of fun creating with new papers and the new ooh, I just stuck my finger in there. New papers and the um, seasonal evergreens, which is the bundle that we're using for the creative escapes, along with the encircled in nature dies. Now, you probably think, well, those aren't Christmassy. Oh, no, but they have wreaths, and there's so much you can do. I'm going to be sharing a couple of cards using the encircled in nature dies during some of my Facebook lives, and I have a couple of really cool techniques for paper that will. Oh shoot! I just put glue on the wrong side. Ding dang! So when you're putting glue on your laces, you put the glue on the right side, right down there at the bottom on this part. To me, this looks a bit like a slug with ears. Just saying, a snail with ears. Okay, this one is not what I'm using. And I'm going to put glue on the blades. And then I'm letting the glue dry on all those other pieces. But this piece, I don't let the glue dry because then I can manipulate it and get it lined up where I need it to be. So I think you're going to be really excited about the projects that we've come up with. As usual, there's going to be six projects. It's an awful feeling, your lifeline. Ah, yuck. I can't imagine losing your phone. It would be a bad thing for many of us, Cindy. That's our whole life in there. Okay, so the glue is still wet on these tungsten pieces, so I can put it onto my skate and move it around so that it's sitting exactly where I want it to be. That's one. Put the second on. Well, I hope you find it, Wendy. You have Find My Phone app or whatever it's called. There we are. Okay, so we got the blades on the skates. There's our sentiment, and I can't put glue on this until I flip that over because then I know where to put the glue. And I think bottom has one out over top for the snow. So let's put this on. Oh, yeah, I put that on. Hate it when I do that. Oh well. This one is just going to have paper from the top to the bottom of the Mossy Meadow piece instead of just the white. We are just going for it, right? Because I always cut this too long and then have to cut it off so it goes right from the top to the bottom. And then if you don't put it on before you put it on your layer, then it's got to go over top of the whole thing instead of just the white. Okay, now I'm going to pop that over and just trim off that excess. And the reason I do that is because I want it to make sure that it goes right from the top to the bottom and not have a little bit of that white showing. So this one is going to be just a tad different. Okay, I'm going to put this on our card base now. You know, it's called pivoting, adapting. Looks fine. Okay, that's going to go on the front like Ah, okay, and I'm letting go the fact that it's a tad bit crooked. Sorry, my nose is running, so pardon me while I blow it. Okay, now we're going to put our sleigh on, and I'm going to put it almost right down at the bottom because the sentiment is going at the top. So that's going to go on there like that. Now I'm going to take my sleigh and put it on top of here. So I know where to put the glue because the glue is going to go where those cross pieces are. So yesterday, um, August the 11th, was a sad day in Port Alberni because we have had the Martin Mars bomber in Port Alberni for over 55 years. And yesterday it left for the last time. It's going to its new home in the BC Aviation Museum in Victoria next to the airport. And it flew out for the very last time yesterday. So we actually went down and spent time on Sprout Lake and watched it leave. So I got to go swimming, did some cannonballing. We had a good time. Good time on the lake. Okay, so this is going to line up. So those screw holes go on those tungsten strips. Except I just put it upside down. Good thing I saw that because I did this one a long time ago, and I've since discovered that the curvy part was at the back, not at the front. And then this piece goes on here. So I've got to put a little glue. Hello, Carmen. Yes, Linda, it did tours. So it went from here, went over to Comox, and Powell River, then Campbell River, and then it flew down the island and went over top of Nanaimo and Ladysmith. Ah, and in Ladysmith, somewhere around Ladysmith, it picked up the Canadian snowbirds that were over in Abbotsford at the air show, and they escorted it to the airport, to its final resting ground. So it went over top of most of the island. Okay, so there's the sled put together. Now I'm going to take the green and put this on up here, and I'm going to tip it a bit so that the white doesn't go exactly over top of it. Like that. Oh, that's so pretty. Ah, I forgot to put the string on. Oh well. Pull this back up again. Let go. I need a glue dot. Where's my glue dots? There we are. Had great shots of the Mars water bomber coming towards me while I was on my deck. Also got a shot of it flying away. I saw some of your pictures, Pat. Those were awesome. Yeah, there is so many pictures of the flight shared in so many different spots. The one I think was the best is the one I saw from the inlet in Victoria, because it flew to, they've got a dry dock sort of place in the I don't know, canal, or it's not a canal because canals are human-built inlet in Victoria. And it's tied up there for the night, and it can go on water or land. So when it comes time to put it into the museum, they just taxi up the boat launch, and it goes onto land. But there was pictures of it coming in on with the escorted, the snowbirds escorting it. It was amazing. Perfect formation, of course. Okay, there we go. So I put a glue dot up here to hold it in place. And then I've got a glue dot there and there just to hold it in place while I put the skates on. Now I'm going to put dimensionals on that, but I want to show you how to put the strings in. Oh, Wendy. Carmen says she watched it from her front yard in the shade, met a few neighbors. Sad to see it leave. It is. It's very sad to see it leave. But I am so excited that it is going to have a permanent life in the museum, because that's where it should be. Okay, so I didn't show you how to do that. Did you all catch that? Oops, sorry. Hi, Renee. Okay, so these skates have this little slit in them here. Can you see this little slit? And when you put, let me get that piece out of there first. When you put the laces, you put them inside that little slit. So I put adhesive on the front of the laces, and then they just tuck right in there like that. So you push them in far enough that you don't see that piece that you put the adhesive on. And there we go. That's, in my opinion, the correct way to put the laces on the skates. Okay, now I'm going to get some, I don't want to put dimensionals on top of where the twine is. So I'm going to put dimensionals slices on the back of the skates. Some days. There we go. So that's gonna, oh, shoot, I forgot. This one's going to be over top of that one. Pull this back off. Let's put it on. Well, it's getting warm in here. I shut my door and now it's not breathing in my craft room. Whew. And I didn't open my window today because it's so cold outside. Could regret that. Okay, piece there, and then one more piece on the other side. So hoped you had it backed up to the cloud. Oh yeah. Wendy, do you have, was it an Android or an Apple? Because I think, doesn't Apple have Find My Phone or something, and you can cut them off and block them and do all sorts of stuff? I can't imagine losing my phone. It's like this, one of our appendages now. Okay, so I'm going to put on the right-hand one first, like this, and I want it down just a little bit below the top of the Or should we put it up there? I'll put it up there like that. So that's that one. Now this one is going to sit. Oops, I did it the wrong way. Oh well. We'll do it this way around. No, we're not, because I don't like that. Don't like that. Let's just lift that up. So, are you having fun watching me mess up this card? Oh my gosh. Some days. Some days. Tell you the brain function is almost zero. But not really. Now this is going to scoot underneath the edge like that. Perfect. Even though I messed it up, I didn't really mess it up. It's fine. I thought I had once got online, wiped it out, then later in the day found it had everything backed up in the cloud to reinstall. Oh, smart, Connie. Thanks, Wendy. Android, there is an Android app for that. I used it, but this is the Caribou, so it gave me only the location where I am house sitting. Oh, shoot. Yes, I am. I teach you guys what to do, what not to do a lot, don't I? There we go. There we go. Now, sentiment is going on. As soon as I find some dimensionals to put on it, I want to pop this up. Almost finished this chunk of. Do you guys get a feeling when you've used up all those little bits around the outside of your dimensionals? It's like, I did it again. Yay! Oh, yes, I know, my life. My life, my life. You have shown us a very elegant Christmas card. It's wonderful. Thank you, Cindy. I think it's pretty. It's pretty. But not until you get those cherry cobbler berries on there. They seem to just finish it off perfectly. Hang on, I'm just taking the liners off of my dimensionals here. We'll get that on. And I'm going to pop that up here in the top corner. Hopefully it's straight. Hopefully it's straight, she says. Hopefully it's straight. You know, 2 years ago today, we were in Quesnel and we were camping out at 10 Mile Lake. And it was HOT hot. Okay, now we're going to take one of these triple ones and put them right there. And I have to get another sheet out because I've used all the single ones. And we'll put another one there. And we'll put another one down there. And there we are. There's our card. Woohoo! Did you go to your Google account? I feel they have something under the account to ping your phone. Yes, they do, but when I used to find my phone, it locked it. I most likely left it at my doctor's office or ultrasound, but it was too late to call them. Oh. Hopefully you'll find it, Wendy. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen, stampers of all. There's not even any Winky on this tonight because it does not need Wink of Stella on it at all, which is something I don't say a lot. Aw, thanks, Lena. Yay! I tell you, this is an amazing bundle, and it makes cards, it makes tags, it makes all sorts of stuff. So, and it's in stock right now. So let me know. I've got an order going in, and let me know if you want me to order you a bundle. And don't forget, it is August. Redeem those bonus coupons. I'm going to be sending out an email in a bit to everybody who earned coupons through me to remind them to use them this month. You have until August the 31st to use them. You get $6 off for each coupon. Okay, so now I've got ready. I'm going to do the Share It Saturday draw for August the 3rd. Thanks, everybody. You're so kind. Okay, let me go over here, and I'm going to go to my wheel of names, and then I go back here, and I flip this over, and then I go over to here, and there's the wheel of names. Share It Saturday for August the 3rd. And I'm going to hit shuffle once, twice, get my list and my pencil out so I can write down who is the winner. And the winner of the Share It Saturday draw for August the 3rd, got to write the date down because I forgot to write it down, is, drum roll please, Peggy. Peggy, congratulations to Peggy, and thank you so much for sharing your gorgeous cards again this week. I love seeing all of the cards that you guys come up with. It is so much fun looking at them. And I may not comment on them when I see them, but I do see them. I do look at them every single time. Every day I'm in there at least 2 or 3 times a day looking at the cards that you guys are sharing with us. Yes, congratulations, Peggy. Yay! I will get a card and a little gifty off to you in the mail this week. Okay. Well, I think that's it. Is there anything else? Any burning question you have you want to answer? I could share my very favoriteest embellishment from the new catalog if you would like to see. I used them today on a card, and they're fun. Let me just flip this over. They are called Drusy. Yes, Drusy. And look at them. Look at how shiny they are. Now, they are a bit thicker than normal. They still won't make your card too thick to mail as a standard letter, but they have a lot of texture on them. They're very bumpy, which is, Druzy means quartz or something in the rock world. And these are quickly becoming my new favorite embellishments. And we were going to use in the Creative Escape, we had kind of decided that we would be using these ones. These are the gold textured adhesive back dots. Now, these are not textured, they're smooth, but they're a little bit thicker than normal. So tell me, which ones do you think we should use on our cards for the Creative Escape? Or the gold ones, the Druzy ones, or both of them? Because, you know, that's a possibility too. I put you up here and it's crooked and it's driving me crazy. I have to straighten it. Sorry. So we have gold, we have Druzy, or both. Wendy says Druzy, Connie says whatever I have available at the time. Lena says Jersey, but I think you mean Druzy, right? Drusy. Yeah, they're They're stunning. I love them. So those will be available to order on, I think it's September the 4th or the 2nd. Oops, I put those in the wrong spot. I have so many embellishments that my shelf is over full, and I've had to double stack them, which is never a good thing. Okay, we have Druzy, and both. Pat says Druzy and Janet said both. Well, you're just going to have to check back. Now, don't forget that the Creative Escapes group is open now, and we've started kind of warming people up. I've got a poll going on there where we're going to get to the ultimate card. Each day there's going to be a poll, and the winner of that poll, you know how it goes. You take this or this, and the winner goes to the next level, and then take this or the winner from this level, and we're going to get down to the card that gets the type of card that gets the most votes, and we'll see what happens. Should be fun. And this year we're doing a couple of new things. Like I said, there's going to be games and stuff, and we're going to have a private Facebook group for only people who register. The one that's open now, the Creative Escapes ! That one is going to be there because that's our general group. But we're going to have a private group that only registered stampers for the Winter Creative Escape will get access to. And it's going to have links to all of the videos, and it's going to have some games, and we're going to do some fun stuff in there, some extra demonstrations that will only be inside that group, only for people who register. So get ready. Registration is opening soon. Shannon and I will be discussing that tomorrow. We're setting the date, we're setting the price, and we're setting our content. Thanks, everybody. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will be live on Thursday at 7:30 in my VIP group with another sophisticated sled card using more Traditions of St. Nick designer paper and a fun fold. Yay! Thanks, everybody. I'll see you soon in my craft room. Stamp and smiles. Bye for now.